Hi, my name is Kareem. This is my interactive dashboard that I did using Excel. Please, if you have any comments or you have any thoughts about my project, please leave it in the comment section. This project is talking about the Indian Super League. As you can see right now, this is my color sheet that I used in the project. Now I'm also getting my data. As I said before, this data, I got also this data from two files, from two separate files, and as I said, it is talking about the Indian Super League. The data is loading right now, as you can see. And now the data is finally loaded, only the rows is being loaded right now, as you can see. And now the full data is loaded. I'm renaming my sheet. I called it my data. And now I'm creating my first pivot table right here. You can create the pivot table by the insert section. You click insert and then you click pivot table and create a new pivot table from the table. Now I made a background in the sheet with the color in the color sheet that I showed you before, and now I'm also arranging my pivot tables. As you can see right now, this is my first pivot table, and I'm also going to format the cells right now. The shortcut for formatting the cells is Control 1. I clicked Control 1 and I formatted the cells by the number and had two decimal places. And now to do another pivot table in the same sheet, all you have to do is to copy your first pivot table and then paste it and change what you need. Also, I like to add some dark color or a different color that between the two pivot tables than the color that I use in the background to make it the shape or the color better, and also to separate my pivot tables. Here is the dark color. I also recommend you to leave between the dark color and the pivot table one column to be like sorted or to be like more beautiful in the dashboard. And now, as I told you, you just to create more pivot tables in one sheet, you just you just copy and then paste the pivot table and change what you need to change. And now I will leave you when I'm creating the pivot tables. I will leave you with the video. And right now we are just making the same steps that we did in the first pivot table. We are copying one of our pivot table that we did and then pasting it and changing what we need. And now we are creating our dashboard. I also renamed the sheet, as you can see below, my underscore dashboard. So we go to the view section and then click on grid lines and headings to remove them from our table. And then we fill or select the whole worksheet to fill it with the color that you need. I have seen as you know, I made a separate sheet for the color if you want the same colors that I did. Then you just customize the shapes. If you know already the look of the dashboard, you can customize the shapes as you want. You just go to the search button, search shapes, and then you can do the shapes to put on the charts that you want. I'm right now creating my shapes. As you can see, I created the horizontal line to do the topic of the dashboard, and the vertical line or the vertical shape to put in them the slicers. I already know the shape of my dashboard, so I made in the vertical shape the slicers, and in the horizontal shape I will put in them the topic. So right now I'm creating my charts. So how to create my chart or the charts? So so how to create the pivot chart? So to create the pivot chart, you will go to the pivot table analysis, or the pivot the pivot table analysis, and then you will click on the pivot chart. You will get the list of the charts, the recommended chart, and all of the other charts. You will select what chart you need. So for example, this chart I want the line chart, so I clicked on the line chart. I control X to cut, and then I paste it in my dashboard. So I need to remove the grid lines. To remove the grid lines, there is two ways. The first way is to click on the grid lines, one click with the mouse, and then remove them, or click on the backspace button, or you go to the pivot chart analysis, as you can see, and then do it no line or no grid line. So to make it, we also need to do another thing, and it is to remove the value field setting. So what is the value field setting? It is the one in the chart, the average of ball, average of over, average of inning. That's an example of the chart that I'm saying right now. So to remove them, we need to go to the pivot chart analysis, and we need to click on remove. To remove what? Remove the value field setting. You will see like a value field setting button. You will click on them, remove, and then you adjust your chart, and right click also another time on the chart. You will get the pivot chart format, or the chart format area. You will go to the no line and no fill, and that's how to create the chart. And right now, just we will do the same step in all of our pivot tables. We need to create from them charts. We'll do the same steps in all of them. And now as you can see, we are creating another chart beside the line chart that we did, and also the bar chart that we did. So right now I'm creating my bar chart from the table, from our pivot table sheet. We, as you know, the steps is the same in creating any chart. Is it to put your mouse in any of the cell, or to click on any of the cell in the pivot table, and then go to the pivot table analysis, pivot chart, and you will get the list of all the chart. So right now we are creating the pie chart beside our bar chart. So right now we are placing our pie chart under the bar chart, or you can also do the placement of the object or the charts in anywhere as you want. You can put it under the line chart, you can put it beside the bar chart, anywhere you want. We are adjusting our chart, and now we also need to do in the two charts, the bar one and the pie chart. We need first to customize the colors of the pie chart. I'm customizing them, and if you told me again where did you get the colors from, I got it from the color sheet that I have gotten. So we right click on the chart. Okay, we right click on the chart, and then we do no fill, no line from the chart plot area. As you can see right now, I'm putting our legend, changing the colors in the pie chart, also adding a title in the pie chart. Adding a title is also very important. And now, as I told you, on the bar chart we'll start with it. We remove the grid lines and make it no line, no fill. In the border we make it no line, and in the fill we make it no fill. The same steps we do and also in the pie chart. And now we are creating another chart by doing the same steps. As you know, I will repeat the steps in case you need it one more time. We need to remove the grid lines. How to remove the grid lines, I will also say it again. You click on any of the lines in the middle of the column chart. We are now creating column chart, so this example is on this chart. So we click on our column chart, on the lines, okay, and then we click backspace or delete. Now we are creating another chart, and it is the another line chart. So as you can see in my column chart right now, we need to remove the grid lines from it and also make it no line, no fill, as I'm doing right now. If you see the other line chart, I am right now removing the grid lines. So that is, now I have finished all my charts. I'm only customizing the placement of it. And about the placement, you can do the placement anywhere, it does not matter, as you want. In the title, I'm writing, it is made by me, of course, it is Kareem Wasim. And this dashboard, as I told you before, it is according to my Sparks Foundation internship on LinkedIn, and this is my third task with them. Right now we are only adding the titles, and we are going to add the cards or the values that we added usually in any dashboard, of course, if you want it. So the four small boxes, we'll put in them the values, and the steps is really simple. We just we just add a title of it. Like the first one is the sum of total runs. So we copy the title and then put it in the small squares, as I did right now, and make it darker color. It makes it better. And in the shape, we go to the format shape area. I think yes, the format shape area, and you make it in the border no line, and in the fill no fill, and you just copy the number, or you can do an equation of it. Both of them are correct ways. So now I'm copying the number. You copy and then paste it and customize where you want to put the number, the shape area, the color of it as you want. And now you just do the steps in the four squares. You just do the same steps in the four squares in the dashboard. And now think after this step will be finished about all the steps of the dashboard. We only need the slicer. And now I will leave you, and I'm creating the cards of my dashboard. Right now we are going to create our slicers. So how to create the slicer? It is really simple. You just click on any of the cells and then you go pivot table analysis and you click on slicer. You will have a bunch of list of what the slicers you need. You just check box on the slicers you need and just it is only like that and you will have the list appeared to you. I in the slicer I like to do the one column like the one row to have two slicers in them, to have two options of filtering on them. I'm only customizing the placement of how they look. You can do whatever you want in the slicer, or you can place them whatever you want, or you can also customize them as whatever you want. Don't forget to also you need to connect the slicers with the charts, and that's what we will do. But after we do our slicers in the correct placements that we should do. So now we just need to go to every chart that we created, pivot chart analysis, and then we go to the slicer, the slicer connection, and we check box on all of the titles of the slicers that we have created. After this, you will have a full interactive dashboard. As you can see, when you click on anything or any filter, it changes in the dashboard, in all of the dashboard, and every chart in the dashboard. And that was all. That was my interactive dashboard that I have created, and hope you like the video.